Hi, good evening, everybody. I really just don't know what happened earlier today. It all just came to my mind that is high time I begin to do a podcast on certain topics or issues that I think can help the younger ones to advance their career. Because I feel it's imperative for some of us that have some level of experience to begin to share practical life experiences that could help other people to advance their career and probably get to the top. Today, we'll be talking about the mind and the mindset. My people, the mind is a very powerful tool. It could either make you or mar you. And what is a mind and mindset? Basically, it's talking about the way you see situation, the way you prefer solution, or resolve conflicts. And you could either have a positive mindset or a negative mindset. So if you want to grow your career, I can assure you, you must have a positive mindset. So, because if you do, it's going to help you in navigating your road towards success. You see, the way we say things is extremely very important. So I will come to this example I've heard, since I was young, where people talk about they have empty or half full of a glass. The interesting thing is that the water position, remains the same. It doesn't change actually. The only difference is that one person is seeing it from a positive perspective and the other in a negative perspective. So it's extremely very important if we're going to advance our career, we begin to see things from a little bit of positivity. It is extremely very important. Another thing that is extremely very important is that we must be purpose driven. We must be very clear about where we're heading to. I recall about 27 something years ago when I started my corporate careers and I got the first job. And I would go through induction with about 6 of my colleagues then, and I still tell them that in future I was going to become an MD. Of course, with God on my side, with a lot of hard work, it did happen. But what drove me was the fact that I was very clear about what I wanted to achieve. And then I put in the work, and it did achieve. So, you want to go to Ibadan. You must be clear you want to go to Ibadan. Then you begin to put in the work in terms of, okay, what is the strategy? Am I going to go to Ijebu Ode? Am I going to go to Lagos Ibadan Express Road? Am I going to go to any other way? But the important thing, you're very clear about where you're going. And so, if you're going to advance your career, it's extremely very important to have a clear vision of exactly where you're going. And then you begin to put the work to ensure it happens. Nothing happened by accident. You have to put in the work. And if you put in the work with a little bit of luck, grace, or G factor, as some people call it, the sky definitely is the limit. Another thing is good for the mind is curiosity. You must have a curious mindset at any point in time. Your mind must be asking questions. Enough should not be enough. It should want more. And I can assure you it helps you to build a kind of right mindset. You must also be able to develop your mind to a point where it can identify opportunities and see one. And that comes to how open about you are with your mind. A lot of us unknowingly have a very close mind. We form opinion, we have some unconscious bias that doesn't allow our mind to actualize its potentials. So I'll give you my personal story. I was born in Lagos Island. I grew up the greater part of my life in Sulere. And ironically, I had friends around me that, what are those issues we talk about? Our government has failed us, how there was no electricity, how the education system was bad. Yes, I know, but it was true. But he had a way of messing up our mind. He didn't allow us to see opportunities. And what were we talking about then? The greater percentage were looking for opportunity. The normal, common thing, to japa or to relocate abroad. But as I grew older, I was fortunate to meet some new set of friends actually. And I realized that their mind was wired in a very different manner. So we go somewhere and people are lamenting about how governments have failed and there was no water. And these my friends were looking at them and say, oh boy, only day here. If we give them water, we'll make a lot of money. If I'm going to ask you in terms of the economic situation of the first and the second set of friends, my guess is as good as yours, which is more economically viable. So it is extremely very important that we open up our minds in a manner that we can see opportunities. We must also have a lot of empathy and have a lot of emotional intelligence. You discover as you grow up in your career that competence is good. It'll take you thus far. But can it take you to the highest of where you want to be? The chances are very slim. Because what will take you further than what competence can do for you is empathy, emotional intelligence, your network, your interpersonal relationship skills, and how you relate with people. It is extremely important we feed our mind with such things because it helps us to interact better, it helps us to be able to foster our careers better, and it helps us to achieve all the things we want to achieve. It is also important to mention that you must have a resilient mindset. Life is such that there are going to be obstacles, there are going to be challenges, there are going to be adversary. But are they surmountable? Yes, they are. And as you surmount one, be ready that as we move on, there probably will be others that will come along. But it's important when you have that resilient mindset, it helps you to overcome all the things that you must, whatever, be able to achieve. As I round up today, I just want us to have the right mindset, nurture our mindset, develop it, and I can assure you the sky is not just the limit, it's the beginning. You can actualize everything you want to actualize. Thank you for listening. Do have a wonderful and pleasant evening. Take care. See you soon.